Okay. So I wanted to just wait for you guys to walk in the room. I really have a very important message for you guys. This is a channeled starseed oracle message, and this is a starseed message coming from a Pleiadian light body force, and also from the light forces of all. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. It's from the light, and this is, I can't really talk loud, and it's a little dark in here, but bear with me because this message has to come out and you guys need to hear it. So I posted something before I channeled a writing. Hey honey, Brooklyn View Films, oh my god. Okay, my first music video ever done with him. Anyway, but let me tell you guys, so I'm saying to you, big huge warning, a wave coming in, and guides are needing you to know this, that right now we need, I'm just gonna say it how I'm hearing it. I know I'm gonna sound weird, I know it sounds crazy, but this is what channeling is. And when I start to get into it, I'm just gonna allow the energy to flow and let it almost like speak through me. I'm just gonna let it speak through me. Okay, so okay, so okay. So the reason why they're having me write big huge wave warning for the light workers, for the, ooh, I'm getting hit in the head really hard here. So okay. Okay, so I'm ready. We need you to stay grounded and focused as the energies are clearing astrologically, not just astrologically. We are transforming something here on earth is happening where the placements are, there's a removal of old energy and a coming and a big wave of abundance and renewal for many, many people. Let's clear it in the right side of the head, please. There's an abundance. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling messages coming in from the guides, from the star guides, and I'm feeling like a pressure on the right side, as if something's trying to stop the message from coming in, as if they're sending a frequency towards my right side, trying to get me out of the channeling mode and distracting me so that I don't get the message out. And this has been happening. It was happening when I was writing that message for you guys before, and it's happening right now. So this is what I'm picking up and what I'm going to tell you guys. Thank you. They cleared it. So what we're having here is a big it's a transformation of energy. The wave is coming in a sense where many, many people that are ascending are clearing and blocking out darker frequencies. I'm hearing like a negative frequency. Here's the thing, the agenda, right? We can't, I'm hearing we can't say much. I'm hearing that very strongly. We can't say much because we're being watched. Like it's let's really talk about this, because people can think people are crazy, but we're going to talk about this like it is, because I always say to you guys, when interesting, all the lights just went off when I said that. I'm just going to give the message anyway. When the new moon, right? The new moon comes up and then the full moon comes up. Every time the new moon comes up and the full moon comes up, don't mind the darkness, you guys. It has to be that way right now. When the new moon comes up and the full moon comes up, well, I live by the mountains. There's nothing but trees and mountains. If you look outside my house, there's like literally we're on the mountains, like right here. And where I'm at, there's an army base not too far away, and it's one of the most popular army bases you'll ever hear of. And every time the new moon comes out and the full moon comes out, again, I'm hearing we can't say much. Don't say, they're telling me not to say much, but I'm going to say what they're giving me. So there's something happening, right? There's something 100% taking place. I'm hearing validation. I'm hearing skyscrapers. So what I think, what I was getting before was this: stop allowing the negative shit to affect you, because what's happening right now is we're getting a lot of these, the new wave of what's next. Oh, we, Schmovid didn't work, so let's throw in skunky pox. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna listen. We're not paying attention to them, and they're like, what? Like, what? You're not gonna pay attention to me? Like, I have, I am going. Oh, so you're not gonna think that this is really serious, and you're not gonna think that's really serious? We know what to throw. We're gonna throw something else at you next, and we're gonna use every single thing that we have. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting a really heavy feeling in my body. Yeah. No, they ain't wiping nobody out, Kelly. That's not what's happening. Nobody's wiping nobody out, because let me just tell you something about the light. I'm hearing light, Pleiadian body force. Honey, they've been protecting us since day one, and they said we owe you. So it's not like you have to thank us, but if you want to thank us, that's really, really nice, but we owe you. We are I'm hearing your sisters, your ancestors, your sisters and ancestors. That's what I heard. We owe you. We've been protected. There's been many, many, many times where we've had I'm hearing interception and the reactions taking place. Like, it's your reaction. They're saying your reaction is so important at this point. Like, if you could understand, I'm gonna say this to you guys like this. Please, I hope this message comes through the way they're saying it. It depends on your reaction so much. You have absolutely no clue the intense amount of change and difference it makes when we show reaction differently. I'll tell you how you need to react, how I react to things. When things are going on in the news and in the media, just today I was walking and somebody said to me, oh, did you hear about this? You got to be careful about the pox or whatever the fuck this monkey shit is coming. I'm like, oh, monkey pox? Great. I'm like, I don't see no monkeys here. Like, I don't understand. Oh, monkey pox. What the fuck is next? Like, what do you... I didn't even know about it, because you know what you got to do as a light worker and a starseed and an empath, especially if you're an empath. You just got to stay out of the narrative that they're programming the rest of the background people with. You're not a background person, and your job here is you're the core, the center of the earth. You're the core and the center of the earth. It's a bunch of us light workers and starseeds who were sent here by our star family to do this work. This is our mission, and this is what we are here to do. We don't need the rest of the matrix binding of the matrix of the collective that is the background of the network. We don't need to be a part of that, and we don't have to worry about them right now. We just have to focus our energy on the light and keep the faith and hold the faith code, the light code, right? Because if there's a group, let's say there's 1 million people, and now you have a circle, right? The people start in a circle, and it's one small circle. It's a circle here, and the circle expands and expands and expands. We are the core of the circle. Do you know, like the core of the earth, the middle of something? We are the core of the circle. So my point is, we're the core of the circle. And so what you need to do is continue to be the core of the circle. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because we need you, that small part of the circle, the beginning of the network, the middle. You're the glue that's holding the human collective together. You're the glue. You're the middle of the... It is so important that us light workers and starseeds and healers and empaths, we stay focused on the good. Here's what's happening. If you haven't felt it, the new moon in Leo, bitch, all I gotta say is ill. Ill to the new moon in Leo, because, bitch, it started off with a war. Like, it was a war. New moon in Leo was a war. I fought with everybody. It was a big-ass fight. It was like a stormy... Things explode. It was fucking explosion central, okay? Explosion central. The new moon in Leo, this Leo energy, this... you gonna talk to me like that energy? Everybody wants to come back out and bring up the past and scream at you for the things you did in 1947, and they keep this is where the aggression is coming in. Let me just tell you something about this time, this period right now, what's going on right now. You slept through so much for the new moon. Me too, a lot. Let me just tell you about this time. We had these entity attachments on people, right? People have these entity attachments, and what's happening right now is a lot of us light workers and empaths and starseeds, even in our homes, I'm going to say it again, even in your house, in your home, okay? You are starting to recognize the entity attachments on people, and you're pointing it out, and people don't like it. Excuse me? Are you trying to tell me that I have an attachment that is not positive? Yeah. And then they're looking at you like you're the evil witch, bitch, whatever. When meanwhile, all the while, you're noticing their entity attachments, and their entity attachments don't like it. Our families are not bad people. People inherently are not bad people. The attachments they have on them, that's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about in here, okay? Flo, can you find my headphone? Your headphone. Oh, you lost the headphone? I don't know. I think you might have dropped it outside somewhere, or I saw it behind the couch. Okay, so you have to understand these entity attachments, these frequencies. This is where your message is when you say the big warning, the light, the huge wave is coming in. The wave that I'm talking in, it's positive. The wave that's coming in, it's positive. It's the people stepping into their abundance and stepping out of the broke mentality. You have to understand something that we kind of just saw something pass here. You have to stand here. There is an agenda. There is a group of, I have to say it this way, narcissistic creators. Okay, that's the way I'm hearing it. Narcissistic creators that have programmed the masses and lied to you from the beginning, and they're it's working, because even after you depart this earth, you still go to them in the afterlife and they lie to you and tell you you have more karma to clear, and they lie to you, and then you come right back here to earth to do their bidding, because if you're not here on earth, the work they need to be done doesn't get done. So if you're not going back to source, then you are here as their slave, and that's exactly what they need you to be. See, the definition of transcending, the definition of dying is not dying, it's living, right? So your death is your living. And so if you don't break free from this program matrix mentality now, even when you transcend in the transcending and you go to the transcendence, and you transition, and you're supposed to go to source, what's happening is because of the things that you've been programmed to believe, you're stopping, you're making a pit stop, right? And seeing Jesus, this one, that one, you're seeing all these people. And let me just tell you something. They're going to tell you, you still have more work to do. You have karma to do. You got to go back to earth. Why? Why do I have to go back there? What are you talking about? Man, go home. Go home. You're not gonna, ain't nobody gonna lie to me no more talking about I got karma to make up and karma to make up. Listen, man, I chose the karma I had to make up. I made it up, and you're not going to bring me back down here. And you know what they don't want? They don't want you breaking free, because those people that are working, you have to understand the people that work for corporations and all this stuff. I don't give a fuck which way you twist it or how you make it sound, or all the people that go to college and they work for the system, and then they go become doctors, and they sell their pills for them, and they sell their agendas for them. And you could say all you want, like, oh, but they're a doctor, they worked so hard. You're not understanding. At the end of the day, they end up being puppets for Big Pharma. So please wake up. So what they're not wanting you to do is to recognize all this and to become free thinkers, and to let go of the agendic like quotas that they want you to meet, right? That's because they keep you here over and over and over again. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. You don't have to hate being human, because you chose to be human for a reason. So what is your purpose? What is your role? Is it to be sad, to be scared, to be afraid, to live in the fear state? Let me tell you something. Fear is literally going to break the world apart. If we don't start to stop with the fear bullshit, we're gonna give them exactly what they want. And this is what they don't want, is they don't want you to recognize. Why do you think they're throwing so much negativity towards us, separating us, throwing all these he, she, I identify as this, I identify as that, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm a proud white woman, I'm a proud black woman, I'm a proud green person. But you know what? We were all supposed to be getting more and more connected, but they keep throwing this shit at us to make us like hate each other more and more, and people are falling for it so easily. And it's like, if you don't see by now that they only allow the negative things to so-called be famous, pop off, like get their own shows. If you don't see that by now, then you're still, honey, you're still in the sleepy zone. You can go to the, it's like we're in kindergarten, right? And then the teacher says it's nap time, but those of us who know we're not tired, we're like, we're not tired. And the teacher's like, well, it's nap time, but bitch, I'm not tired. And then the other kids go to sleep and we're looking at them from the corner like, why are you sleeping if you weren't tired? She told me I have to sleep, so I have to sleep. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Once you start to recognize this and you start to see it for what it is, and you start to know for what it is, and you start to understand it for what it is, you can become free. And when you become free, don't forget, when you become free, don't forget when freedom comes, that's when they try to lock you up more. This is what you need to understand. If you're like, oh my God, Flo, like I really been, working on myself here, and I don't understand why I feel worse and drained and tired. Why? Because you're working on you and you're waking up. And when you're waking up, all of a sudden you wake up and now the truth is revealed to you. And this is how spiritual awakening looks like. It looks like, at first it looks like depression. Then you start to recognize the world for what it is. Now you start to hate everyone. You start to be alone. You start to feel lonely. You don't know what to do with yourself. You start questioning everything. You don't want to be around your family and friends anymore. You don't want to be around nobody no more. You start to hate to be human. You don't know if you could do this. You really don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know why you came to this earth. You wish you never got here. You want to go back home because you miss home, because you're really not from here. You've never been here from here, and you never will be from here. But this wave that's coming in is going to... You're either going to make it or break it. So I suggest a lot of you make it, So meditating on positive shit. Stop watching the news. Get the fuck off the TV. Stop looking at your phone. If you're watching things on your phone, for instance, if you watch readers, or if you watch a lot of like people that channel and stuff, if they're not channeling things to make you feel like empowered, and they're taking, let's say somebody's going through their own stuff. A lot of people will post videos according to how they feel, right? So if I feel a certain way and I'm not feeling good for like yesterday, for instance, I was in like a shitty mode, right? I didn't really do anything and post anything. I was not in a good mood. I was tired. I was drained. I didn't get on here and be like, oh my God, can you believe it? Oh my God, we're all feeling so drained. No, because I'm not gonna target you with my own feelings. And you have to be aware of what you're watching, who you're tuning into. Be very, very aware. Exactly, demon readers. Let me tell you something. I pick up energy, and I could see and feel other people's entities, and unfortunately there's some really good people on the internet and stuff that they don't even know they're being like controlled like puppets. Like they can't even rest. I see some people like, damn bitch, do you ever fucking rest? You're posting 4 or 5 times a day. Like, do you ever rest? I'm like, damn. Like, that's a hook. It's like a fish in the water, and then the hook is in this person. And it's like, anytime they wanted to talk, they just tug on the hook a little bit. Like, yeah, bitch, you better speak, or I'm gonna fucking rip your lip open. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really dangerous, There's 3 sets of glowing eyes in my field. What are they? It depends what you're seeing, because when you see where I'm at, it's up there, is on top of the house is all mountains. I showed you the video before it was happening. Before there was 3 spacecrafts there. I couldn't get them on camera for some weird reason. They were very close. They were on top of those fields right there, and they disappeared. And like, to the untrained eye, they would have stood here and be like, What are you talking about? Those are stars. First, stars, bro. The stars are on top of the trees. What crack are you smoking, bro? Like, get off the fucking crack, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't take a fucking mad genius scientist to recognize that those are not fucking stars, bitch. Stars don't move, okay? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people really want to just, like, be like, you could straight up show them a whole ass fucking ghost or a dark energy passing them, and they'll be like, well, the hypotenuse to the EMC squared and the 4 plus the minus 4356, that's why that happened. No, motherfucker, it happened because there's energy, and then there's all types of things floating around in the universe and on Earth. We just don't see it because we're too fucking closed eyes to see it, okay? Even if you don't see it, you don't feel it. Listen, man, wake up. How long are you gonna sleep for? Like, I get it. I was sleeping for a while. I had to take a long ass nap before I could start waking up. I get it. I took the longest nap ever. I was in fucking Tommy Hilfiger world for a long time too. I get it. Fucking, oh my God, I need those Jordans world. I was in that world too. I get it. But then something happened and it snapped and it bing, bing, bing. And I was like, oh shit, I get it now. But it's like, if you're almost about 35 or 40 or even, I'm going to say it, about 31 to 40 and 41, and you're still unaware that there's spirit and the universe and this and all these cosmic things, and if you're still unaware of that, buddy, I don't know when you're going to find hope. Like, some people wake up at 50, but god damn. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, come on. How many times listen, we're not here. I'm not talking for nobody, and I'm not doing that. I'm telling you what it is. What it is what I feel, and what I feel, I know to be true, because it's like a knowing, and it's like, just like you, like, right? Your spirit guides are saying it's a knowing. You keep getting tapped like this, that. But I'm going to tell you one thing you need to not do is, it's crazy. That house looks like a whole face right there. Like, I'm going to show you right now. It's so creepy. I mean, like, it looks like a whole face. Look, it looks like a mouth opening with the eye. Is that sick or what? And look, it's like a nose with light on. It looks like a fucking mouth and a face. It's just staring at me. It's like, I'm gonna eat you. Oh, no. But then it's kind of like, come. Look, it's like the full solution. Come into the light, come inside, and it just fucking devours you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like a serpent, like, is going up there. Is that sick or what? You know what I mean? Like, you have to just understand, like, you see things differently when you're awake. Like, when you are awake, it's like, that's why a lot of people don't want to wake up. But this is the wave that I'm talking about. The huge wave. Guides are coming in, because with these planets in transit, I think Pluto, Saturn, and Mercury all in retrograde at once. It's gonna be, and then Uranus is gonna be in retrograde. I believe it's 4 of them at once. It's gonna be a fucking shit show. Come inside. It's fun inside. It looks like the fun house, right? Like, oh, just come in. Just come in. Let me just, tickle you. Let me just put the tip in real quick. And next thing you know, you got a whole ass. You got a whole ass in your dick. I was going to say, you got a whole dick in your ass. You didn't even have no lube. Listen, guys, stop having anal sex. I'm going to tell you right now. Please stop. Okay? Please stop. Stop. Because I can't compete with you. Like, I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? But anyway, listen, now for real, we gotta, I don't know where that came from, but okay. No, because I was watching a lot of stuff on anal sex for some reason this week. It was really weird. I don't know, jokes and comedy, and it was all about butt sex. And I'm like, what the fuck is everybody's problem with assholes? Leave the asshole out of this situation, bro. This is why us women can't even keep a man these days. Bitches is out here sucking dick from the bag, taking it in the ass. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Why is my spirit animal visiting me a lot? So spirit animals visit you a lot when they're trying to get through to you. If you're not paying attention to it and they keep coming in, it's like they're, what is going on in your life right now that this spirit animal keeps visiting you? First of all, look up the meaning of that spirit animal and what it means, and then look at what's going on in your life, and then take the two and figure it out. Like, this is what's going on in my life right now, and this is what the spirit animal represents. For instance, if you really want to work a lot and you're not like really getting any work done, you feel lazy, and then you start seeing a squirrel or a gopher, you know what I'm saying? Those represent very like busy animals. They go pretty much back and forth, like you see a bird's nest, like the mother with the bird's nest, it's like she's constantly like has to go back and forth and keep feeding those fucking crying ass babies. It's like pressure, you know what I mean? So you have to really be aware and watch. Like for instance, like you see a grasshopper out of nowhere, just the grasshopper's just there. Like today when I was like moving the stuff out of the old house, bringing them into this house, this big ass grasshopper was in the old house's laundry room. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And then it's funny because I heard something about grass, and then I kept seeing sunflowers. You know, your guides will try to communicate with you in the ways that they possibly can if they know you're going to pay attention to, you know. Owl, big job I've been working for. Well, an owl represents wisdom, you know. They're night creatures. They hunt in the night. They're one of the best hunters at night. They can hear from like miles away, and they don't see, they hear their prey. They will hear their prey vibrating from very, very far away, and then they're so quiet when they swooping down. They're so quiet and so delicate, but they swoop that fucking mouse up or whatever it is at night, and it's all done at night. They got night vision like a motherfucker, and they're excellent hunters. They're very wise, very aware, always like, and plus they are connected to a very ancient species in the alien extraterrestrial community. If you don't know that, back in the day they used to draw, like I'm talking like BC era, they used to draw owl type people in the caves, and actually there's a documentary on that where people were seeing like an owl and like owl like beings going into their homes and like freaking doing like project research on their bodies and shit. Yes, an owl's an omen for death. And it could be in some cultures. I've never heard of that. I thought crows were that and stuff, but I don't know. Everybody has different beliefs, you know. It all depends. So yeah, Judy, you're right though. But some places do see that because it's a night creature, and it does kind of like act a little weird, right? Like if you ever see an owl, which I don't know if you're gonna see one like in New York and shit, but when you do see creatures at night and stuff like that, like. It's interesting because, like, for instance, like I saw 3 crows sitting in front of a car one time when I was walking to my car. I was right next to the car next to me. And somebody was like, oh my God, somebody's going to die. I'm like, that does not mean that. I'm like, there's 3 crows. First of all, actually, people used to see 3 crows in the stock market. They used to believe that if 3 crows showed up, that the stock market would crash, and it wasn't a good time for stock market. So that would be an omen for like stock market stuff. You know what I mean? So there's all different meanings and sayings to things. But the wave that's coming in, I'm feeling very strongly here, is you're ascending at a very high pace. I know this because I started channeling, like, I watched some of the videos I did, and I was looking up some of the, listen, when people are channeling and you don't understand what they're saying while they're saying it, because I watch a couple of channelers, I love owls. Me too. They're so gorgeous to me. Like those snow owls are the most beautiful, Judy. I know exactly what you mean. Like I love the way they look, the way they are. Oh, I'm getting pain in my left breast. Anybody having that in their left breast, all of a sudden I just got pinched in my left nipple area. Like it felt like something just tensed up in my nipple area. I feel like guided to share that with you. Judy, you would love an owl because their head spins around. Yeah, I mean, that sounds creepy, but, like, it's kind of cool because they can watch everything at once, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just got, like, for real, somebody's, like, my left breast just started hurting. But this is, like, you're ascending at such a high rate right now, and, like, it can feel very daunting. Listen, when you're ascending and you're moving on to the next level as a healer, lightworker, starseed, medium, oracle, whatever you consider yourself, I wouldn't even label you as that. I would just say, like, to me, the word healer is, like, you're, like, fucking majestical, like, person who can pretty much like do anything when it comes to like healing and all that stuff, you know what I mean, to you. So for this time in this moment you're ascending, so if you do feel tired or drained, or look, man, when I say to you that frequencies will be thrown at you when you're ascending, when you're ascending and you're recognizing who you are and you're really stepping into your, I'm hearing your preliminary truth. I don't know, but that's how I'm hearing it. Preliminary truth. When you're stepping into like who you are, it's like I'm actually seeing states. That's so weird. I'm seeing like politics and shit. I don't know. It's weird. I'm seeing like you. Oh, okay. Sectors of you have. There's sectors like I'm seeing dividends or divide. I'm seeing people divided, and it's like I couldn't explain it to you like the Senate. I'm here in the Senate. Look, I'm just, again, you could see in the beginning of the video I started to talk about some things, and my guides just like stop me because they know that I will overshare, and some of the things are not supposed to be told. Okay, so what Judy, you would love, yeah. But there's some things that I finally finished my paramedic certification, and Alcons, I feel like they're telling me to jump. Your breast hurting your nipples, that doesn't concern you. Is there any horny ghost men? Because I wouldn't put it past them. Wait, pause. Yo, I'm done with you. First of all, we all have like that one past life ghost lover who just doesn't want to leave us alone. But these motherfuckers, no, they touch me and we fighting. I will ghost fight you all night. So somebody asked me the other day, they go to me, he goes, yo, I don't mean to be like weird or nothing like that, but he goes, can I ask you a question? And he was like, yeah. He was like, you ever, oh shit, something just touched me. He goes, oh shit, something just touched me. He goes, you ever do a reading for somebody and then their spirit falls in love with you and starts following you and is like, be watching you and shit? I'm like, like, unfortunately, it's happened a few times where yo, bro, oh, somebody's touching my back. And I'm like, unfortunately, it's happened a few times, and I'm just like, well, I be saying weird shit to the ghost. I'm like, yo, I'm mad fat right now. What the fuck is you looking at? I didn't even shave my pussy. Like, I'm like, yo, my legs are all hairy. I'm like, I take nasty shits. I'm like, please, I'm telling you, I'm gonna fart, and it's not gonna be cute. Like, I'll be doing anything to try to turn them off, but they don't care. They're just like, bitch, I love your shit, your parts. It's so sexy. Like, what? Ghost fight you all now. I swear to God. Post on to make me spit on my shit. My husband said he seen me walk into our room, but I wasn't there. I wasn't home. What does that mean? Oh, you probably astral projected. Your spirit probably astral projected to check on him to see if he was cheating on you when you weren't home. No, but he said he saw you. Boo! I just got the chills on that one. Ay. Well, that's to me, that's astral projection. Like your spirit could be like, I don't know. Maybe he saw someone who. Well, yes, saw someone who was related to you, who looked like you. I'm hearing. Could have been like a family member or something. You know what I mean? Like a young woman. I'm seeing a young woman with short hair. She's got like dark short hair and like really prominent lips. Oh, sorry, I had my titty out. And then you know how I also know, like when the negative energy starts to like try to impact you and try to affect you the wrong way. I pick my face when I'm nervous. When there's heavy energy, I'll sit there like, you ever catch yourself just sitting there just doing this like for no reason? You're just like, there's nothing there, but you're just like, you feel like one scratch and you start scratching on it. That's my nervous thing when spirit gets heavy on me. And it's not spirit. It's not just spirit. It's like, I don't know, you guys. It's like reptilian freak, vampiric energy. This is like, your cousin. Your cousin, you said? Yeah, he probably saw your cousin. You see, honeydews. Yep. So that's what I said. I saw a young woman like that. When you start like, that's how I know when like the negative agendas like is pushing their agenda more heavily. I'll pick my face a lot because I feel the energy. And so, like, I have this, like, bad habit of, like, when and for the past few days, I was, like, really going, and, like, I was, like, there was, like, one little pimple there, and I kept, like, squeezing it, and I know why. It's because it was, like, vampage, exactly. It's funny we're both on this topic because I've been scaring myself and jumping, like, as if someone is next to me, but only in the dining room. Yo, what the fuck, bro? No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's only in the dining room. Yeah, this new place we moved into, it feels real peaceful here. But, I also do understand that, like, I'm clearing a lot of karma. I'm a lot of light is surrounding me right now. Like I would say at this point in my life right now, I have, like, a large, first of all, my light has grown a lot stronger, and also my angelic connection, my connection to the angelic realm, to the higher ups, I'm saying, like, next level motherfuckers, they really around me right now. They've been on some, like, they ain't let nobody interact with me, not in the astral. They haven't even been, like, everything's been, like, they've just been, it's crazy the amount of protection that I've got. It's like I got a team of fucking the soldiers behind me. Like, they're just, like, all in these, like, white soldier outfits, and they're ready to go to battle if anybody fucks with me right now. They're just not having it. Yeah, everybody has spirits all over the rest. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of bad luck with the BGC people and people passing away and stuff, and family members and all that. That's why I don't fuck with that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the devil's playground, and I ain't going back to play there. You know what I'm saying? All the money in the world. I told my guides, I'm like, shit, boy, I ain't fucking with none of that. Because, people be throwing offers. They be throwing offers. And if Judy's still here, she'll understand what I'm saying. But we cannot allow the darkness to take over, because that's the fear-based mentality. Like, oh, I'm never going to do anything again. I need to do this. I don't need to do shit. And guess what? If I never do nothing ever again, at least I ain't do that again. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Like, you stupid bitch. Listen, man. I'm not working for the darkness. I work for the light. And the light doesn't run around beating people up anymore. Like, we did that once before, and it's just not working today. It's really embarrassing for your soul, at the end of the day. But love and light to everybody. No judgment. I just can't get involved with that, because I'm not going to be spreading that type of falsity to people ever again. Like, that was a one-time deal that I needed to do so that I could work for the light. I had to go to hell to come, to bring people to the light. You feel me? All right, guys. So just be aware. Just be aware. Read that thing that I posted before this. Be aware that coming to bring back everything. Yo, December. You gotta understand something. When I heard that song with Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj, it's so funny how when artists, like, fade away a little bit and then they start to make music, and you really listen to the songs, like listen to Katy Perry's new album, and you'll hear her exposing some shit in it, and it's like, and then you hear in Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj is singing, like, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, the light is coming to bring back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to bring back everything the darkness stole. And then you got Nicki Minaj rapping, and then she sings on it. You gotta hear what these people are saying, because it's, the songs that are not the most popular usually have the biggest message in it. Yeah, imagine, oh my God, I'm definitely seeing dark energy pass through, like, shadows just walking through the grass. Ooh, I got the chills on that one. Okay, on that note, love and light. No, but we're surrounded by light. We're protected by Viper. Stand back, you know what I'm saying? Don't fear shit. Don't get involved in the fear that's going on right now. There's a lot of people, hi, touching me there? What's up, buddy? There's a lot of people really being lied to right now, man, in so many ways. That's why I'm really, really trying to be real careful about what I come out and say. Like, I'm not, listen, man, if you've seen me lately, I haven't been just doing readings and posting. You gotta notice that, because I'm the person that I'll fall off for a little bit. I won't make any money. I won't do nothing until I'm ready to know exactly, because I work with truth, loyalty, bravery, and courage. Like, I'm not gonna push a false agenda. So until I get the okay from my guides to go do a message or say something, I don't say shit. Like, I could feel a block right now. Like, I can't say everything I want to say, but that's only because I wasn't supposed to. So love and light to you guys. Yeah, you clear that. Yeah, the energy is very intense. But you gotta keep clear and ground. Don't allow shit to affect you at all. Not negatively or positively. You're in control. Do you understand that, right? You are in control, okay? I love you guys. Good night. Stay grounded. Keep clear. Just remember, there's a lot of shifts happening. The new moon in Leo is making people frustrated and stressed out. I would not attend too many events this week if I was you. Stay your ass home, okay? Don't drink and don't do drugs this week at all. If you do, no judgment. Just stay away from it. Don't go out. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, okay? Okay.